Hey, what's up you guys? So today I'm doing my palette collection video. So this is just eyeshadow palettes, not like face palettes or anything. So here we go. Also, I'm not including duos, trios, quads, like the tiny little ones that aren't really palettes. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start with the palettes that live on my desk. It's not really a desk, it's like a folding table. So, first palette is this one. This is the one that I want to pan this year. So this is Studio Makeup Easy to Wear eyeshadow palette. And it just has like vibes of like the Naked palettes. So, yeah. And even though I want to pan this one, it's still like good quality. I'm just like, it doesn't have fun packaging, which makes me want to pan it. So it's still good quality even though I'm trying to pan it. So next we have some of my Z palettes, and these I use like every day to do like my face and like stuff like that. I feel like I look so like shiny today, like I don't know. I used a different powder, so maybe that's it. So my first one, this is a Z palette that I got from Amazon. This has just like miscellaneous things. So this is my blush that's in my project pan. These are random eyeshadows. This orange one was in a project pan. Eyeshadows, a pressed powder, a different pressed powder. This is a highlighter, and the rest are like eyeshadows. And this one up here I use for my eyebrows. So this is just a random Z palette with random things in it. Then I have another Z palette with random things in it. And this I got from Etsy. So this one has blushes and bronzers in it. And I only have 2 bronzers because I'm so pale. I'm always scared to use bronzers because you only need like a tiny bit and you can go overboard way too quickly. But I'm not really using this much because I'm trying to pan that one blush. And so I've been using mostly just this bronzer and none of the blushes because I'm trying to pan a blush. So then I have this Z palette, which I got from Amazon. It's like a unicorn and a rainbow. And this has my highlighters in it. I felt like it was a good one for highlighters because it's like a unicorn and a rainbow. So here's my highlighter palette. These have magnets on them, but they don't want to stay up here, so they always fall down. So I can't help that. They droop. So I have miscellaneous depotted highlighters. Looks like I have a sunburn. What the heck? I felt weird today. There goes one of the highlighters. So maybe, is this magnetic? I swear it's magnetic. Yeah, it is. I've been feeling weird today, so maybe I'm just like coming down with something. I don't know what's happening. I felt like I was gonna faint, felt like I was gonna throw up, had a panic attack about 20 minutes ago. You know, it's life. So, different highlighters. This one's from Ofra. I think this one's from Steve Laurent. This one's from Wet n Wild. The rest are miscellaneous. This one's actually an eyeshadow, but I use it as a highlighter. I have it on today right here. I don't know. This is just my highlighter palette with different tones. And sometimes I use that rainbow one for my inner corner highlight if I don't have like a good inner corner highlight in whatever palette I'm using. I've noticed a lot of palettes don't have a good inner corner highlight. And I'm like, what the heck? Okay. Moving on. I'm just going to take out each drawer. Alright. So, I have a lot of palettes. And I just reorganized them today. So I was like, let's film a palette collection video. So, we have the Too Faced Pumpkin Spice. Oh, gotta smell it. This one's one of my newest palettes. I bought this in like the fall. Or maybe it was like, did it come out at like the end of summer? Sometime around then. It's very pretty. I've used it a few times. I like this orange shade. So, love it. Smells delicious. Also, my nails kind of go with it. Then we have the Sweet Peach, which I have to smell this one too. Oh, love it. This one I've used more than the other one. My favorite shade is this shade. I've looked for like dupes for this. Let me know if you know a dupe for this shadow. I think it's called Nectar. It's my all-time favorite shade in this palette, which makes me not want to use it because I want to like not use it up because I love it. But I actually wore this like 2 days ago. Oh, I wore it in my things I want to pan video, I think. I used some like shimmery browns. And then we have Too Faced Chocolate Gold. This one smells like chocolate. Gotta sniff this one. I could just sniff palettes all day. So, this one, I love the silver in this palette. This is like my go-to palette if I need a silver. Love it. And then we have the Clover Palette. Sadly, this one doesn't smell like anything. But my mom got this palette because she loved my palette. And she loved that it had a dog on it. I don't really feel like this has a very cohesive color story. And I don't really reach for it that often because of that. Like, it has such random colors. It has a blue, a purple, a yellow. These pinks kind of go together. I think I did like a Valentine's Day look once. I mean, there's neutrals and browns and stuff, but it just has very random colors that I feel like don't go together, so I don't reach for this a lot. Alright, next we have Fill Up Orange from Touch and Soul. I bought this off of a Boxy pop-up sale, and this is what it looks like. I've just been really into warm tones lately, so I wanted this palette. And I know a lot of people don't like glitters like this, like pressed glitters, but I think they're cool, so I'll be that one random person that actually likes the pressed glitters. And this shade right here, it's my favorite. Alright, next we have a palette from Butter London. This is the Natural Goddess palette. I don't know, it's okay, I've used it a few times. It's more of like a summery palette to me. Like, I feel like this doesn't look summery, but I'm at my cabin in like the mountains in the summer, and these, I guess maybe this one too, these 5 shades just seem very like mountainy, wildernessy, like I don't know. So that's when I like use this the most, I guess, in the summer, because I'm in the mountains. The blue's okay. I wish it was shimmery, but it's matte, and I feel like that's kind of weird. I don't know. And then I have one from MAC. This is the Pretty Punk palette. And I really wanted this because this had like all my favorite colors in it. Blue, green, purple. And I love using this blush as a transition color. I can't think today. My mind is just like everywhere. And then putting like a white or like a shimmery cream all over the rest of my lid. This also has a silver. And this white, oh my gosh, this icy white. Oh, love it. I just love this whole palette. And then I like snapped that closed so aggressively. We have the Glitter Bomb from Too Faced. Something that really annoys me about this palette. So you see it has like the colors and glitter. It like moves, the glitter like moves around there. It has blue. There's no blue in here. And that just bothers me. I don't know, this one's okay. You can see I've used it a few times. I don't know. Not much you can do with this. I mean, it's just like the colors. Like, you gotta be in like a very glittery mood. This wouldn't be like an everyday palette. I don't know, it's fine. Okay, this next one is one of my favorites. This is the Violet Voss Essentials palette. And I don't know why I just like this, but I just like this. I like the formula, I like the colors. I feel like there's a lot of things you can do with this. I mean, like, excluding the green, I feel like, like, look at this without the green, and even without the black. I feel like that's, like, a very cohesive color story, and then, boom, other random colors. But I just like this, and I like the formula. So, when I was in the Boxy pop-up sale, I saw there was a second one, and I bought it. But, like, has the other colors that were not in that palette, so got some blue, aqua, purple, purpley pink, and then some neutrals. And this one's like a rose gold, and it's really pretty. So, love it. Also just bought the Violet Voss Rainbow palette. Don't have it yet, but I'm just like on a Violet Voss roll right now. Okay, newest palette is from Ciate London. It's the Velvet palette, and I got this in my Boxy charm. Oh, it doesn't want to open. I feel like I am just very weird today. It's just been a weird day. Here's what it looks like. Snazzy, warm tones. I should have worn this today. It goes very good with my outfit, but I didn't. I don't really have much of an opinion on this yet because I've used it like once. But that one time I used it was nice. I don't know. Just haven't had it for very long. And then I have one from Natasha Denona. Oh my gosh. I never thought I would own anything from Natasha Denona because it's so expensive. But let me tell you, I did not think that, like, I think this is like, normally if you were gonna buy this, like not just get in a Boxy charm like I did, if you were gonna buy this, I think it's like 45 bucks for 5 eyeshadows. I was like, how can they make eyeshadow worth that much? Like, really? Like, really? But let me tell you, I use this. This is the nicest eyeshadow I've ever used. It's so smooth. There's like no fallout, no nothing. It's amazing. So I get the hype now. I think it's worth the hype. So this is the Peak palette. And this is what it looks like. Beautiful fall tones. Love it. It's so smooth. It's like nothing I've ever like used before. Like I've never used such smooth, easy to blend eyeshadow. Like, I don't know. And then I have the Too Faced chocolate chip. I gotta smell this one. Oh, this one smells even sweeter than the chocolate gold. That's what this one looks like. I don't typically like go for an all matte palette, so I would like use this with another palette that had like a shimmer in it, because I don't typically do all matte looks. Like, I got shimmer like all the time. And then we got Artist Couture Caliente. This was in another Boxy charm. And it's just warm tones. This also would have gone good with my outfit today. I've only used this one like once because it's still pretty new, but I like it. Then we have another one from Too Faced. I can't believe I'm still on the first drawer of palettes. This one is just Peachy Mattes. I'm sure everybody's like familiar with this. And that's what this one looks like. Cute. Gotta smell it. Ooh. The thing is, this one smells different than the other peach palette from Too Faced. They're like 2 different peach smells. So comment down below if you know what I'm talking about, because I like told people that and they were like, what? Like, they smell different. And then I have the NYX Ultimate Edit little palette. I know I said I wasn't showing small palettes, but this qualifies as still a big enough palette because I don't keep it with like my quads and whatever. So we got this one. Cute. And then I have I Heart Revolution Mini Tasty Avocado. This one's adorable. Ta-da! Just like greens. Cute. And then I Heart Revolution Black Pearl. It's a mini chocolate bar. This would be good like winter tones because they're like cool tones and dark and smoky. And then, still not done with this drawer. Have 2 more drawers after this. I have all my donut palettes from My Heart Revolution. So this one is Blueberry Crunch. I love my donut palettes so much. So we have this one. Oh, love it. Blue's my favorite color, so of course I love the blue one. We have Maple Glaze. These ones also smell like good. They smell like things. Got this one. Love this one. This one's like my second favorite. Blue one's my first favorite. This one's my second favorite. Just like the colors. And then Chocolate Caramel. This one's more boring, but still interesting. Then we have Chocolate Dipped. This one's another favorite. I like to use both of these together. They're just very pretty. And then we have peanut butter and jelly. This one smells very interesting, but it does smell like peanut butter and jelly. I like these two shades the best. And then we got raspberry icing. This one, I love this one too. You can see I've used like the middle a lot, some of the other colors too. I think I like them so much because they're like monochromatic. Well, some of them are, some of them aren't, but then we have strawberry sprinkles, and this one's the red one. So they're very cute. Alright, that was the first drawer out of 3. Actually, I technically have 4, but in the 4th I have a lot of my quads, duos, trios, whatever the heck. Alright, this one is my Urban Decay drawer. So we have the original Naked palette. I'm sure you all know what this looks like. We've all seen this before. And then we have the Naked 2. I'm sure you all know what this one looks like too. Also, so I noticed something. I think it was with the 1 and the 2. Yeah. So the 1 and the 2 both have Half Baked. This shade Half Baked in it, and I was like, that's weird, because I don't think any of the other colors repeat, but Half Baked is in both of them. Just something I noticed. I don't know. The Naked 3. This was my first Naked palette I ever got, and then I was hooked. So blame it all on this palette. Pretty rose gold tones. And then we have the Naked Smoky. I got this as a reward for going to a therapist for the first time. Ta-da! Cute. This is more of a winter palette just because it's so dark and smoky. And then we have the Naked Heat. I almost wore this palette today, but then I was like, the tones aren't right. So we got this one. The Naked Cherry. This one is pinks. I think I've done a Valentine's Day look with this one too. Then we have Naked Honey. This one's beautiful. I love that one. It's perfect for fall. And then, everybody's hating on this palette, but I like it, okay? Naked Ultraviolet. I think it's beautiful. I love it. My favorite shade is this like blue mint. Love it. And then Naked Reloaded. People were hating on this one too, but I like this one too. I think I'm just not picky. Like in general, just in life and also with palettes, I'm just not picky. I don't know. So that's why I think I'm just chill with like anything. Then we got Urban Decay Beached. Love this palette. Oh my gosh. I noticed something about this palette too. So there's this one shade in it called Blaze. So just keep that one shade in mind. Blaze. And then we have Urban Decay Moon Dust. This one's pretty. But again, this is like the glitter bomb from Too Faced. It's like not an everyday palette. You gotta be in the right mood for it. Like it's just all glittery eyeshadow. Alright, then we got the Stone palette. Got this from my friend Becca. This one's beautiful. I'm wearing this one today. I'm wearing this shade right here. The gold one. Like all over my lid. It's very pretty. And then we have Urban Decay Electric. I love this. It's just like, this is like my soul. I love neon colors and sparkly colors and I love it all. So Electric. Alright, and then we have Born to Run. And Blaze is right here, so they like repeated that shade too. I don't know, I just thought that was interesting. This is pretty new, so I haven't used a ton, but I love Urban Decay. Alright, that was my Urban Decay drawer. I think I still have another Urban Decay palette in here somewhere. Alright, here's our last drawer, minus a few from my quad, duo, trio drawer that are just in there. So, here we go. We have, these are more bigger palettes, because they're in a bigger drawer. The Alien from Jeffree Star. These have, like, I feel like good Halloween colors, just because, like, they're green and purple and dark and stuff. And then we have this Boxy Charm palette, and this has a lot of shimmery, glittery shades in it. It's very bright and flashy. And then we have the Conspiracy palette. I think everybody knows what this one looks like too. Ta-da! I think the yellow is just like so cool. Okay, and then I have the Pure Raw Beauty Christie palette. So we have rainbow colors, and then we have neutral colors. Love it, love Christie. And we have Baby Got Peach from ColourPop. These are hard to open though, like obnoxiously hard to open. I've worn this once. I just got it for my birthday, so it's like new. Love it. I love peachy tones. They're like hard to open and close. I don't know, it's weird. Then we have Going Coconuts, also from ColourPop. I can't open it. I know other people have problems opening these too. It's not just me. It just doesn't want to open. Okay, there we go. So, pretty neutrals. And then NYX Ultimate Brights. This one's also kind of hard to open. Maybe just like square palettes are hard to open for some reason. I don't know. So just bright colors. I've used it a bunch of times. I used like the red and the blue for like a 4th of July look one year. I can't talk today. I swear. My brain, when you have like an anxious day, you just can't focus on anything. Then I have Lemonade Craze from Maybelline. Ta-da! I love it. It's good for the summer. But I love it. I know a lot of people didn't like these palettes, but again, I think I'm just not picky. Soda Pop from Maybelline. These were also kind of hard to open. I don't know. It's weird. I like this palette just because you can do so many different things with it. You could like stick with like neutrals. You could do a little bit orangey. You could do like reds, purples, blues, make it darker. You can do a lot with this palette. And then we have the Tarte Be You Naturally palette. Ta-da, just like neutrals. And then we have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3 palette. More neutrals. And then we have Mini Controversy. Why did I say that weird? My brain's just messed up today. I like this blue. And then we have Mini Breaker. Oh, wrong way. Mini Breaker. Ta-da. And then we have Sweet Tooth. This is from Hank and Henry. I just got this in a Boxy pop-up sale. It's where like a lot of my makeup comes from these days. And I just love it. It's like cute, it's pastel, it's adorable. I love it. And it's like candy, which we all know I'm like addicted to sweet stuff. And then we have a palette from Ace Beauté. This is Scarlet Dusk. And this is what it looks like. This is more summery just because they're so bright. So I kind of just save that for summertime. Then we have Ciate London. This is the Editor palette. And I really like this palette. Just because the metallics, they're really good quality. So I like this palette a lot. I convinced my mom to get this and now she loves this too. And then we have the BU palette from Sugar Rush. and it's just warm toned bee themed. It's so cute, love it. And then we have, this is the other Urban Decay one. It didn't fit in the other drawer. This is the Distortion Palette. And this one's really cool because it has some very like unique colors to my collection. These top shades, I know they're on the bottom, but they're the top shades, are almost like dupes for the Alchemist palette from Kat Von D. Plus, like the Alchemist palette only has 4 shades, but this has 5, so you get like a bonus random other shade. And then I like these 2 colors. I like come specifically to this palette for these 2 colors because I just don't have anything like those. So like this palette, it's very unique to my collection. Then we have the Pur Festival Palette. I love this palette. Everybody always declutters this in their declutter videos, and I'm like, why? I love it. So maybe it's because there's pressed glitters and people are hating on that. I don't know. Then we have the Pur Festival 2.0. I wonder if they're going to do like a 3.0. I've done a look with this one recently. I use like the blue and purple shades. I like it. I like the first festival better, but the second one's cool too. Then I have Revolution Fiercest Fire. I think I did a look with this one too. I love this icy white shade. I like specifically come to put that in my inner corner because I love it. Then we have I Heart Revolution Chocolate Orange. I love this palette so much. Except I wish they put the names in the palette so I didn't have to have the stupid clear thing. I love this. This was when I was first getting into warm tones. I was like, I need this palette. So, love this. Then we have Revolution Birds of Paradise. I just got this for Christmas. Very bright, very me. Love it. There's also glitters in here, which I'm sure everybody hates, but I like it. Then we have this one from Hip Dot. This is Zion, and I like this palette a lot too. I like this shade right here. It's very pretty. Oh my gosh, so you know how they some palettes have these like sleeves that you like put them in, whatever? My mom got, I think it's called Breakfast in Bed palette from Beauty Bakery maybe? I don't remember the names. But she was like, can I like get rid of this? And I'm like, you can. People don't really, but you can. And she's like, I'm gonna get rid of it. So, I don't know. Then we have Take Me Back to Brazil from BH Cosmetics. And this one's just a great rainbow palette. I like how they did like a whole rainbow palette, but then included like whites. I know they're not exactly white, but whites and then a black. I think that was like smart. Because a lot of rainbow palettes just have the rainbow colors and not whites or blacks. Then we have Thirsty from Jeffree Star. This is also kind of a good summer palette. Then we have the Jawbreaker from Jeffree Star. This is another rainbowy palette. And then we're at like really big palettes now. This one from Iconic London. This one's Day to Slay. And this one's very pretty. And then, last but not least for this drawer, we have the Morphe X Jeffree Star. And that is what that one looks like. And then we have one more drawer. Ooh, so heavy. But it's not completely full of like palettes. It just has a few like palettes. Okay, so first I have some more Z palettes in here. This is Celestial Thunder, but I didn't like the color story at all. I just felt like it wasn't good. So I turned it into a Z palette. Oh my gosh, you guys should have seen when I was trying to do this, this one night, I had a, what's it called, an X-Acto knife blade thing, cutting stuff out, and I bought these sheets of magnet, and I put one in the bottom, and then I popped some of the shades back in here. Some of them are in other palettes, and I put in other random shades, but oh my gosh. It's cute, it has a mirror, it's cute, but oh my gosh, the effort that it took to do this was a lot. So this, I have all the shades from this still, but they're not all in here, and it's a Z palette now, so that's what happened to that one. Then I have another Z palette, and this holds shades that I'm not using right now, so I will switch out random stuff from my Z palettes, like my 3 palettes that I keep on my desk. I will switch stuff in and out from here. And these are my blushes that I want to put in my project pan eventually. So I just switch stuff in and out. Like I have a bunch of eyebrow stuff, but my eyebrows aren't brown right now. They're red because my hair is red. So I put all my brown eyebrow things in here. My hair will probably be brown again at some point. But for now, everything that I'm not using right now is in here. And I just switch them when I feel like it. Then I have another Z palette. This one's pretty because it changes colors. So we have powders and bronzers in here, because I generally just focus on like one at a time with these kinds of things. So I have those in here waiting to get rolled in. Then I have Zoeva Cafe palette. This one is trying to escape. So this one looks like that. Doesn't have a mirror, which is kind of obnoxious. So you have that one. Then we have, this one's like my oldest palette probably, Skylark from Ellen Blair. My mirror is shattered. And this is what it looks like. It was like a wintry palette. I think it's like the winter cashmere something palette. Snow-kissed cashmere palette. It's cute. They have, one of the shades is called Pinecone, and that was Elle's cat's name. She had a deaf cat. It was cute. And then we have Marvelous Mauves from Dose of Colors. I don't think I've ever used this palette. I've had this for like over a year, but there's no shimmers in it, and that's why. I will one day. And then we have Rose Gold Sunset from e.l.f. Love this palette, especially for the fall. This orange shade is amazing. Then we have Mad for Matte. I think everybody knows what this palette looks like. Then we have Mad for Matte, the second one. And I took the purple shade out because my hair was like a purpley red color at a different point in time this year. So I took it out. It's in one of my palettes. It's in this one, I think. There's the purple in this one. That's supposed to be in here. So we have this one. Then we have Rose Gold Nude. This is like a dupe for the Naked 3. And then, last but not least, e.l.f. Baked Eyeshadow Palette in California. And this one's awesome. It's very messy, as you can see, but that's just because I've loved this palette a lot, especially this shade. They're domed shadows, and they're very pretty if you apply them wet. So that is my whole palette collection. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all my palettes. I have a lot of palettes, I know, but I don't think I can declutter them. Here's the thing with me. I'm weird high. So, as we all know, I'm a hoarder. Yes, okay. So I commented this on somebody's Instagram like 2 days ago or something like that. So I was like, oh, I'm a hoarder. I became friends with a minimalist, and she has helped me to like declutter my life. But I feel like I can't declutter makeup because I'm like, First of all, I don't have anyone to give it to. Because I don't see my family. I don't have siblings. My friends are internet friends. So I feel like I can't like give anything to anybody because I don't have anyone to give it to. And I don't want to throw it away because it's perfectly good. So my conclusion is that I have to use it up if I want to get it out of my collection, which is why I'm doing Project Pan, so I can pan things and then get them out of my collection, because I feel like that's the only way I can get them out of my collection, because I don't want to declutter my makeup. So that's the dealio with me. So this has been my palette collection. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave me a thumbs up. Comment down below what your favorite eyeshadow palette is that you own. Make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!